So I stood up and I went full Will Smith on this dude. What up, peoples? Alfre YAYEGO. Now I want you guys to pay really close attention because I'm about to say something of much importance. Competition. Part 2. The silver medal of parts. But it's gonna be gold today, baby. Yeah. Spoilers. At the end of the video, no pain, no game, I told you guys that I stopped gaming for a while. But that when I picked up that controller again, things got even more heated. That's for damn sure, my dude. I mean, it got so heated that even the sun had to turn the AC on. Not to keep cool or anything, but actually the Kardashians were starting to melt, and it's not really that environmentally friendly to melt all that plastic, my dude. So a couple of years later, after my mom had stomped me out for not listening to her when she told me to leave Mario's junky ass alone, sounds kinda like me and Mario were in an abusive relationship that my parents didn't approve of. I miss you, Mario. I picked up a controller again, but this time on the Nintendo NES's little brother, the Super Nintendo. There were really only two games that I constantly played over and over again. A stage passing game kinda like Mario called Donkey Kong Country 2, and a fighting game called Killer Instinct. I've always wondered about that name Donkey Kong, cause this is a monkey named Donkey. It's kinda like having a dog named Frog or a cat named Rat. Why would you name them like that? You want to confuse them? Or do you want to make them have an identity crisis or something? Or maybe that's just how they identify. I guess. I don't know. But to this day is the video game Killer Instinct one of my favorite fighting games ever, my dude. My favorite character in the game is this dude called Cinder. He has the best moves, fighting moves in the game, and his body is on fire. It's actually on fire, like flames and stuff. What were y'all thinking about? Get your minds out the gutter, you naughty people, you. Man, I felt like John Cena in those games, cause nobody could see me. I mean, your boy is good. But after a while, I got tired of beating those games over and over again. Something that I would never say about myself, my dude. So again, sadly, I retired from gaming and went back to the darkness that was my room, all alone to sleep and do nothing else. Cause there's nothing else that you can do all alone in a room in the dark. Yeah. It wasn't until a really good friend of mine invited me and some other friends to go to his house to play some video games that I finally came out of retirement. Now this friend of mine had the PlayStation 1, the numero uno. Not the extra crispy, my dude, but the original recipe. My friend had a lot of games, but there was one game that we really loved to play and that really brought out the competitiveness in all of us. This game was Street Fighter Alpha 3. We would play for hours, my dude. And when we played, things would almost turn into a real street fight. But luckily we're all really good friends, and at the end of the day we could accept that sometimes you lose, damn, and sometimes you win, me, even though I know that they would say otherwise. Denial, so sad. But things won't get too crazy. The real craziness began when, like magic, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a Nintendo 64 just poof appeared in my room. I was so hyped, my dude, cause on this console you can play together with 4 friends at the same time. 2 just isn't enough, huh, Nintendo 64? You naughty Nintendo, you. All my friends would come to my house to play Nintendo 64, and it was really cool cause in the house where we lived in at that time, my room had a door that you could go straight outside, meaning my friends could come straight into my room without having to walk through the whole house. Also, that meant that my friends could stay over till really late, just as long as we didn't bother my parents. So my friends would come over pretty much every single day. 2 video games that we really loved to play were Mortal Kombat and GoldenEye. We loved to play that game because you can play it with 4 players at once. The goal of this game was to go through these stages that look like mazes, find the other players, and unalive them. There was this weapon in the game called the Golden Gun. If you got this weapon, my dude, it was done. Game over for everybody, literally. Cause with this weapon you can shoot someone on their freaking pinky toe when they will be unalive, my dude. Most of the time, to make the game more interesting, we will make a deal to not use the golden gun. But every once in a while, the competitiveness in one of us will start to rise up, and they couldn't resist themselves, went for the OP goldness and destroyed everybody in the game. After that, everybody would complain, but what can you do? Your pinky toe's already been shot off. One day we were playing Mortal Kombat in my room. Here's when my competitiveness got a little bit out of hand, literally. Let me explain. See, the way we played this game was that the loser would have to pass the controller. We were like 5 guys, so if you lost, you would have to wait that everybody had a turn before you could play again. And I don't know about you, my dude, but I don't like waiting. So needless to say, losing wasn't an option. We always had a lot of fun playing this game because we were all pretty evenly matched. That was until one of my friends discovered a glitch in the game. See, what he would do was that he would fight you until he got you in the corner, and then he would start low kicking you. Here's where the glitch came in. If you timed the kicks just right, then doesn't matter what the other person that you're playing against does, they can't move at all, my dude. So he kept doing this over and over and over and over, which meant that he won every match that he played. So he didn't have to pass the controller. Losing is one thing, but losing like that without even having the chance to fight back, that really sucked. The game stopped being fun because in actuality he was the only one playing. After my second loss to him, I had had enough, my dude. So I told this dude, when I get the controller again, if you play against me like that, you're not gonna like what's gonna happen next. So we stopped doing it, right? Wrong. This dude was on a winning streak. You think he's just gonna stop like that? Nah, my dude. So he just kept doing it. But after he was done beating everybody else, the controller finally made it back into my hands. This was the moment of truth. Everybody was wondering, was he gonna do it again or was he just gonna play normal? Let's see. Round 1. Fight. We started playing and we went at it, my dude. And this dude is a really good player. That's exactly one of the reasons why I got so mad, because he didn't need the glitch to win. I was making it really difficult for him, but as soon as he got the chance, he pinned me against the wall in the game, naughty, and started low kicking me. As soon as he started doing this, I just put the controller down because I knew that there was nothing that I can do anymore. At this point, everybody in the room was quiet. They were just waiting to see what was gonna happen next. And as soon as he got done beating me in the game, naughty, and I heard finish him, I thought the game was talking to me personally. So I stood up and I went full Will Smith on this dude. Now at this point, everybody got mad at me. My cousin was there and even he told me, Alfre, you shouldn't have done that. I was like, what? I just gave him a little tap to get his attention because obviously he wasn't listening, because I told him not to do it and he did it anyway. I mean, am I wrong on this one? What would you do in such a situation? Leave it in the comments down below. But don't worry, we talked it out and we stayed friends. But after that, we didn't play any more video games together. I wonder why. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, in the same way that the Nintendo 64 appeared in my room, it disappeared. After that, I went into retirement again, but I did come back out of retirement for a little bit when I got a PS2 with my girlfriend at the time. We would play this awesome racing game called Burnout, but I did make sure not to get too competitive, but it's so hard. That's history too. Nowadays, the only game that I play once in a while is that Michael Jackson dancing game on the Wii. But like I said, your boy is good. I dare anyone to challenge me on that game, because after we play, you're for sure remember the time that I beat your butt in the game. Get your minds out the gutter, you naughty people, you. But on this channel, you don't gotta worry about competition. We can enjoy all these videos together. So come back to the channel, watch all the videos, comment on them. Don't forget to like, share them with everybody. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.